Hey, what's going on, YouTube? So clearly, I don't know if I've mentioned this in any of my recent videos, but I got my ability to upload 1 hour and beyond, pretty much unlimited video upload times now. So I'm going to be doing a Let's Play on Pokemon Ruby Destiny. I was originally going to give this to Hot Water Gaming and let him post it on his channel. However, plans changed because I recalled he doesn't have that hour-long upload like I do. But still, he's a cool guy. He's got cool videos. Go check him out. Regardless, that's why it'll be called Hot Water Gaming or HTWTRGM, I guess is what I put. I put GM. Regardless, this is Let's Play Pokemon Ruby Destiny. It's going to be just over the hour-long mark. I think it's like a gig and a half. It's under the 2 GB limit. That's all I know. So, it's 5:05, but when I started this, it was like 3:30 in the morning. Let's see here, 3:30. Yeah, okay, this is 3:30 in the morning. And so, yeah, I'm pretty much just going to be commentating, narrating, just so, it's not super boring. Oh, yes, and if you'll notice, the game is really sped up. I almost got carpal tunnel from holding the spacebar for an hour. That was me failing. I'd forgotten I was supposed to go over to my little neighbor's house, which actually turns out to be famous Pokemon hacker Tamashii, I think is pronounced. Regardless, and if you don't know what a Pokemon hacker is, it's basically someone who alters the codes in the video games. Like, they say different things and different things happen, and then they put it on YouTube. So basically, they have their own little story. Regardless, I chose Mudkip because I want Venusaur for his sleep powder for capturing wild Pokemon, and his Toxic, which is a really, really great thing for just about any Pokemon to have if you can have them, and just kind of fits along Venusaur's moveset. And I want to get, Chimchar. I'm not going to give the spoiler alert where or how I get either of those. P.S. I've played this game and beaten it a minimum of 5 times. So figure my freaking nerdy self. This is actually the first time I've played Pokemon in probably 3 to 6 months. It's been a really long time. So, I think this will be good for that too. The nostalgia. I've been playing since I've been probably around 5. So that's a long time. Anyways, once again, my starter's Mudkip, and I was pretty much roaming around in the grasses, and there's about to be a big skip in a minute. No, I didn't use any Chica. Oh, the skip already happened. Yes. Oh, zoo, OMGs, those LOLs, whatever little abbreviations you want to use. All of a sudden, it's level 16. Yes, I decided to run around in the grass since I had the speed up and basically get my Mudkip from level 5 to level 16 because that kind of early game advantage is really, really fun to have. And you pretty much butt rape the entire first 3 gym leaders because it already has the advantage over, I think, 2 of 3. Let me see here. I know it has advantage over the second and the third. The first one, I'm trying to remember. Oh no, it's neutral with the first one. But regardless, Mudkip would be the one to choose if, you're looking not really for a fan base thing, like, I personally really like Blaziken, and I had to be disciplined and say, okay, well, I'm doing a walkthrough, so I have to, show skill versus do what I like to do. But, I'll still do what I like to do. I'm not going to completely sell myself out. Regardless, I pretty much stayed up all night last night partying with my friend Cameron Merchant. So I went to bed at 9 a.m. yesterday and woke up at 3, and it's 5 a.m., so I've just been awake for a little over, actually it's 5:09, so I've been awake a little over 14 hours, and since 24 minus 8, because 24 hours in a day, you should get 8 hours of sleep, I should be up about another 2 hours till 7. However, P.S. I'll let you guys skip the Wally scene because I'm just cool like that. Anyways, what I was saying was I may, instead of going to sleep at 7, according to how much fatigue I feel, I may try and basically pull another all-nighter to reverse the reverse sleep schedule. Yes, it's a bunch of dynamic science, for me anyways, so don't really bother. Point being, this is... So yeah, I basically went around killing Spiel in that town just because I felt like it. Ripped through all the trainers on this alley because, once again, aside from the fact that you normally do that, now I have freaking Pokemon that are 12 levels above them. So I don't really have problems. Anyways, regardless of the level difference, I'm sitting here using not very effective moves, and that was me being retarded trying to choose tackle. I guess it was either that time or another time I was trying to choose tackle and I chose the wrong one. There, I at least got the Torchic with the Mudshot though, and I'm gonna pick berries just because those are really, really fun to have. Because the instant you put it on a Pokemon, you don't even have to worry about it anymore. And that Seedot just survived. Wow. It's like the first thing I hadn't pretty much one-shotted on this route here. Anyways, right in the States, whenever you see it say Rote State, that's basically me saving the game. Because I'm playing on an emulator, hint hint. Can't get it on a Game Boy unless you get R4DS and attachment. Oh, and there's the Cutter's house, just for the other people that are going to play the hack. Wait, I just realized something. How are you going to be searching up Pokemon Ruby Destiny walkthroughs and not know what a hack is? Because before I'd say, Tamashii was a famous YouTube hacker, made videos for YouTube with Pokemon hacks. How are you guys not going to know that? Excuse my general stupidity. I've been up since I basically hadn't gotten enough rest. And my dad's probably getting pissed at me, so I'm going to bring my voice down a little bit because he's out in the den sleeping. Anyways, I get my potion, get my free potion, jack my potion, jack. And this is the point where we get Pokeballs. Now, normally this would be a big walk, but because of I'll go back to get that antidote or Pokeball, potion, whatever it was, but because of the abilities to speed it up, I think the little spacebar thing's like a 4 to 6 times speed up, randomly choosing on its own. I don't know why it randomly chooses whether you're going to go 4, 5, or 6 times faster. Regardless, that Zigzagoon just got freaking owned by a Mudslap. See, that's what I love. Some of the names of these moves are so funny, like Water Gun, Mudslap. It's like in real life, if you did that to a human, you'd get either punched in the face or laughed at. So some freaking supernatural animal on steroids or something, how is that gonna hurt him? I don't know. I guess because it's an attack from another supernatural animal on steroids, not a real water gun. Anyways, I'm getting too technical. This is a video game. Once again, excuse me. I have not gotten much rest as of the last little while because parties rule. Anyways, this Poochyena was really cool. I like Poochyena. And I was going to try to, just go ahead and grind out that level, but then I realized, hey, that's going to take a bit longer than I thought because it didn't give me much experience. Okay, well, got the Pokedex at this point. I got the Pokeballs. And there's the save game, just to show you guys exactly how much time the game time had said from the 4 or 5 times speed up. I showed you guys that. Now 9 minutes into this walkthrough, exclude the 15 minutes I spent, or include the 15 minutes I spent grinding out Mudkip to be Marshtomp level 16. That is basically 20 minutes or so converted into 2 hours. And this is me failing a couple times. I keep hopping that ledge on accident. By the way, if you hear rust in the background, that's my chair. I'm also really, really fidgety person. If you've ever seen my vlogs, I am fidgety. That's why you hear my chair in the background, because it needs to be oiled. Oh cool, I just picked a scab on my arm and now I'm bleeding. This is a really great thing to have to focus on while trying to commentate. There's not really much to commentate on though yet. It's pretty much just Zigzagoon, kill the Zigzagoon. Oh yeah, P.S. The reason I'm trying so hard to freaking get this Zigzagoon and then eventually use all my Pokeballs don't get it, I'm like, hey, die then, is because Zigzagoon has a nice little ability. It actually has two that come in big handy in this game. Number one, it has the ability Pickup. Since this hack is based off of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, basically here's a little rundown. In Pokemon, it was either Fire Red or Leaf Green or Emerald. They took away the ability for a little level 2 Zigzagoon to use Pickup and get a rare candy. Now it's based on levels. But back then, you could pick up a rare candy. All you have to do is be in a couple battles, and your Pokemon with Pickup will randomly pick up a normally really useful item. I've gotten Nuggets, I've gotten Full Restores. I get both of those items in this video, actually. Spoiler alert, but that's not really a spoiler. Anyways, I'm talking too fast. Okay, and my cat's looking at me like I'm an idiot. What's up, Kiev? Yeah, my cat's named after the capital of the Ukraine. Back on the topic. The topic was... oh yeah, Zigzagoon. Number 2, it has the ability to use like 9 out... not 9 out of 10. 7 out of 8 HMs. Like, I think the only one it can't do is... it's not Dive, it's Flash. Like, the only one that it can't do in this game is Flash. By the way, I'm nicknaming everything. My Ralts' nickname is Watashi. I speak Japanese. If you want to know what Watashi means, Watashi basically means I. Because the Japanese couldn't just settle for one letter, I. In Spanish, yo. In, I don't know what it is in French. But in Czech, Yasim. They couldn't just settle for a couple letters. They had to go and give us freaking 8 letters. Thanks a lot, Japanese. The language is crazy, but you're still awesome. Regardless, I finally got a Zigzagoon, named it Morgan. Yeah, the way I get my nicknames are really crazy, and once again, I've actually made like 3 different playthroughs of this exact game that hadn't made it to YouTube, but nonetheless, that's why I already know what I'm gonna nickname everyone. The reason I thought of Watashi is because I was just bored, and I was thinking, okay, well, you know what? Watashi. Anyways, the way I got Morgan was I was thinking, okay, Zigzagoon is an HM slave. That led to me thinking, okay, well, oh yeah, by the way, I got Watashi up to level 9 with the same method as Mudkip running around in the wild, or we'll just start calling Mudkip Mike now. But anyway, Morgan, I got Morgan from, I was thinking, okay, well, I don't want to make him, call him like a gem slave or slave or something. I don't want to be a freaking slave owner. So I go, okay, well, let's think of, what's the opposite of enslaved? Free. Free, I don't just want to call him Free, that would be a really weird name. Freeman, that's a good last name, but that still sounds kind of weird. Freeman, Morgan, okay, there you go. I'm not going to go ahead and paste it out for you guys, I'm just going to say that's basically how I got it. So, credit to Morgan Freeman for my HM Slave's nickname. Anyways, I pretty much super effective hit that plus on mine in with the, but I tackled the other one, so that wasn't super effective. That was just pretty much killed him. That's all. Anyways, oh well, no, my bad, my bad. That would be too violent in Pokemon. They faint, they faint. My bad. I'm sorry. I really need to work on being politically correct here. Going along with Game Freak. I'm a nerd. Anyways, does anyone have a clue why? I mean, it just seems random to me. Poison types are weak to psychic types. I don't know. It's like psychic should be able to control electricity, not poison. Like it should be able to control the elements, not or poison. Come on, I just don't get it. I mean, hey, it's definitely diversity added to the game though, so I ain't gonna complain. Wow, I thought the commentary was gonna be the boring part of this, and like, I'd have fun with the gameplay and all, but the commentary would be boring. But you know what? This commentary is dang fun. I got about an hour and 2 minutes left in this clip to do commentary, now I have like 45 minutes left to do commentary, and freaking what? I think I'm going to be doing these 1 hour ones from now on. This will be a unique little series here. Just hope I can keep my videos consistent enough for YouTube to keep consistent with that little upload time. Anyways, I've babbled on enough. It's been 16 minutes, and I need to say something useful. So, I went to Nurse Joy, or whatever they want to call little nurse in this game, because I think they like switched it up. This is the gym leader. He specializes, as he keeps saying in big caps lock letters, because he's a troll and he has to use caps. He likes flying types. Now, I failed twice, so bear with me with the footage, because I was trying to get Ralts to get the full experience. But every time it used quick attack, I died, or like at least halfway, so I was like, you know what, it's not gonna happen, let's just be realistic. Pull out Zigzagoon. Nah, I'm just playing. That would be the least realistic thing to do. My Zigzagoon that only knows Growl is gonna freaking, I think it knows Tackle too, but only knows Growl, and Tackle's gonna kill this little gym leader Pokemon. It's nothing, man. It's nothing. And, this is where you gotta thank Game Freak at this point. Way back for the critical hit, baby. I would have lost for him for that crit. Either that, or I would have ended up having to either go back to my save state again, or going to use my max revive. And considering there are only one of those in the entire game, it would be horrible to use that on the first gym. Anyways, I'll give you a hint. I'm not going to tell you how many, but it is more than just that gym leader that we beat in this video, seeing as the normal upload time is 15 minutes. So this is basically 4 parts in one. And on top of that, add the 5, 6 time, 4 time, whatever speed up, and there you go. Anyways, Ralts is about to level up, or Tashi. I should start calling them by their nicknames, because that's what I'm supposed to do. It's the only walkthrough I've had a problem with calling them by their nicknames. Tashi levels to level 12, and look at, I don't know what that was his defense stat, and I thought that was a speed stat at the time. I'm like, this thing's gonna be a sweeper. No, this is bad. Anyways, I was thinking about getting an Inkata just for the, little, I don't know how you say, collectability of getting a Shedinja in this game. This is basically Royal Darkness, Luminescent Sentries or something, and Royal Darkness are the 2 opposing teams in this game. And similar to Pokemon Emerald, you get to face both rather than just one. This is an aspect I did like of the game. Oh, that's something I could do if I get bored just talking to you guys about where I got all my nicknames from and crap. I can go on to tell you guys about what I think about the game. And once again, Zigzagoon, or Morgan, dang it, gets me a nice, okay, I think never mind, that was my cat jumping down from my nightstand, I thought that the neighbors from downstairs were, okay, he's gonna pound something. That the neighbors from downstairs were knocking on the ceiling. I was like, dang it. 20 minutes in, we are 1/3 ways there, and I'm sure half the guys watching this video have already shot themselves from my annoying voice. I'm kidding. Really though, some people get annoyed. Wow, is my defense still 9? Come on, man, for reals. Anyways, this nice little mudkip is so cute. We're gonna have to kill it. I'm not gonna lie though, I freaking love Mud Slap if it can actually hit for decent. And I got a nice 2,400 off that guy. Don't you love how all the rich kids in this game, like in real life, you know, like, I lived in a rich neighborhood before, not to brag, because I was far from rich, but nonetheless, or kind of a rich neighborhood. I go to a preppy school at, being Aryan, so basically, it's a wannabe ghetto, but really it's a preppy school. Anyways, what school in America isn't a wannabe ghetto now? Or I guess the only legit answer really to that would be the ones in real ghettos, which I'll take fake ghetto over real ghetto, even though it annoys me. Anyways, done talking about the ghetto because I'm doing an hour-long video for YouTube on Pokemon, and while I may have been raised in a ghetto, Atlanta, South Detroit, 8 Mile. Anyways, yeah, but I'm not really going to go any more into that. Oh, you know what? That just gave me an idea, though. When I get to the nickname changer, just for one episode, just for like 15 minutes, I should go, like, name the area codes, like 404, that's one of the ATL area codes, 313, that's a Detroit area code. I don't know any New Orleans ones. But yeah, I should do that just for the fun of it, just for a little. Anyways, so I'm gonna laugh if this microphone is so sensitive they can actually hear my dad and little brother snoring in the background, because like it's like I can hear it, but it's not like super pronounced. Like it's a distinct noise, you know. It's not like super loud. So I mean, just saying. Okay, well, congrats, we have made it. Oh, there's a little trainer school. I get my quick claw, because it's always fun to be able to move first, right? Personally, I mean, I like having speed, right? I like speed. In real life, I love the fact that I'm quick. I'm not naturally quick. I work my butt off to be quick. But regardless, my point is, I think the speed stat in this game is overrated by some of the so-called professionals. Like, I mean, I agree, really important stat, great for sweepers, but I've seen guys on game FAQs and forums, message boards and all, notate that speed is the most important stat. All it dictates is the ability to move first and can easily be cancelled out. In fact, speed is, considering that paralysis is probably the most common stat condition, it is the easiest stat to cancel out. Yes, it is extremely important for sweepers, and it can play its role in pseudo-hazing, I guess, but it's not the most important stat. Definitely not. The most important stat, really, I guess, would accord to your role that you have for a physical sweeper. I would say, you know, attack for a special sweeper, special attack for a tank, physical or special, you know, defense or special defense, take your pick there. But what I'm saying, this Dust Toxin very smart, by the way, look at that. Look at that, confusion, not very effective. My confusion, super effective. Anyways, I just don't think that, like, I think it's important to be able to move first if it's sweeper versus sweeper. But, I mean, and yeah, I mean, if you have extra EV points left over, effort values, for the guys that don't know, most of the guys that are watching hack videos know. See, I'm gonna go off topic because my little argument over speed there is getting kind of pointless. That's what I like about making this kind of video, like not just doing a Pokemon Emerald Let's Play, doing a Pokemon Ruby Destiny Reign of Legends, is that got a full hero from Morgan. Most of the guys that are going to be watching are already going to know a decent bit about Pokemon. And they're going to know, you know, some of them will be competitive battlers, some of them will be, you know, guys that actually know some of the inner stat mechanics of the game, like, you know, effort values, individual values, natures, and the sort, what they do. And being able to, you know, be able to have enough leverage like that to be able to assume, you know, that my audience actually knows some of the more advanced terms. You know, they're more in my class of someone who's been playing it since 5 years old. Yeah, I mean, it's just like really, I think that's really going to help me out here. And I actually just realized that. That's one thing I love about impromptu, is when you're talking and all of a sudden you realize something. Anyways, why did these Geodudes, like, their sprite, it looks like they're about to freaking, I don't know, you be the call. It looks like they're about to, there are tons of things I could say. I want to say something that's not offensive, and I'm trying to work on my language to be a better Christian. Don't frickin' ask. I don't. Anyways. Let's just move on. And is it, hold up, I just did all that jumping around for a rappel. And by the way, I will never kill a wild Skitty. I love cats. I love Skitty. I have 2 cats, one named Kiev, one named Maxim. They are both Siberians, therefore are anti-allergenic, because I am sadly allergic to cats, like 2 of the 3 other people in my household. Cats are awesome. I love all animals, but cats are, you know, what I really love. But we have Kiev, who is, the funniest thing is, we got Kiev from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and Maxim, my other cat, from Waco, Texas. The funniest thing is, Kiev's a day older than Maxim, so even though they're not even from close to the same litter, they still are very close in age. And that teleport is actually really useful. Oh yeah, a little trick for the guys that don't know, once again, advanced players watching. Hey, I got a protein, aka Pokeroids. For the guys that, you know, actually know what I'm talking about here, ignore this, but if you open up your Pokemon menu and you cut when there's grass around, like I've mowed down an entire, I remember back in Pokemon Fire and Leaf Green on the Sevi Islands, I went into one of those forests, and you guys probably know which forest I'm talking about. And it was one of the ones after you fixed up the machine or whatever, and I just basically mowed that forest down. There was nothing that was gonna attack me. I don't know why I did it either. I just felt like it. But anyways, this is Mike now, and this Chimecho can take a hit. Look at that. I mean, for a freaking Marshtomp that just hit level 20 was level 19 versus a little Chimecho level 14. This guy had a little chin on it there. Not to use MMA terms in Pokemon, but anyways. Oh, and by the way, did you guys notice how Mr. Briny or whatever, like, freaking goes raw Pico? Like, it's like he's about to freaking molest a bird or something. It's like, what the heck is he doing when he screams like that? What is wrong with Mr. Briny? Anyways, it's 5:30. I think I'm actually going to go watch the sunset in about an hour. Speaking of an hour, guess who's halfway through? By the way, this is the second gym. So we've gotten through 2 gyms in 1 episode, or about to anyways. And then at this point I realized, oh snap, it would have been a smart idea to get Paralyzed Heals. And I'm pretty sure I already got the TM for Rock Smash, HM for Rock Smash, so you guys already know where that's at for the guys that are actually watching this for a guide. And you know what? I'm kind of a douche now. I feel like kind of a douche. I didn't think about that until now. I should have been giving tips along the way for the guys that are actually watching this as like a strategy guide, because I know I do that. I'll go and watch a playthrough just for a strategy guide. Well, nonetheless, I know this game inside out. I'll normally end up beating it and then like not play it for 6 months and do the same. I just realized I've been playing this game since the old house back in Houston. I basically moved into an apartment probably 3 to 5 years ago. It's been a really long time. And now officially I'm in Cypress. And honestly, Cypress is a small town. I mean, well, I'm sorry, I guess I don't know, I think there are multiple sectors of it. Because basically, here's how it is. I have an apartment, right? Now, there's a Kroger shopping center. I live in Carrington and Barker, Cypress. You don't get to know my apartment number because that's how I normally end up getting screwed over. So, but regardless, all you need to know is I live in Carrington Apartments. So I have a Kroger shopping center right across the street. And right past that shopping center, I can literally from this point walk to the border of Katy. Like, I can just walk into Katy from Cypress. So I'm right on that border. And then there's a bayou on the, we'll call that the west. That's towards the west is Katy. So that means, so basically go north of my apartment's literally right outside a fence that if it weren't for Kyle, credit to Kyle and props to him for that, for punching open a little hole in the fence. Now I don't have to hop it. But anyway, there's a bayou. And this bayou is basically a natural border for Cypress and Houston. Then if you go east a little ways down the road, you'll come to a bridge. That bridge is the border to Houston again. And same to the south, because the south, about a mile down south of the apartments. And remember, we're not really going real north, south, east, west. This is just an example. Anyways, but yeah, keep going down, and about a mile away, exactly, it's 2.3 miles. Or no, 2.2, I don't know, it doesn't matter. And you're no longer in Cypress or in Houston. So, but then when I go way, way, way down the road, down to Telge, then I'm in Cypress again, so it said. So, I mean, it's like, does Cypress have multiple sectors or something, like little blocks? Because, I mean, it's just like, it's such a small little town, but then it's got Houston bordering it on 2 sides, which also makes me go to wonder, hey, I wonder, with Houston on 2 sides, maybe Houston's divided up into blocks in that same format. I don't know. I'm gonna find out. Apparently Blitz has lost his frickin' mind. Oh, hey, Dark Lugia, like I hadn't seen that before. Okay, well, Ralts gets the experience for this one. So basically, I don't want him to hit any of his attacks. And wow, you little pseudo-hazer, you whirlwinded me into Ralts again. And the funniest thing is I'm just going to switch back in. Waste of a turn. Anyways, that Dark Beam you have to watch out for. It hits hard as heck. Hits hard as heck. Triple H. Anyways, it hits hard and it lowers your accuracy. 2 things you don't want. So basically, I've pretty much been, there you go, see, I've pretty much been debuffing him the whole thing. And then I miss, and boom, okay, so we got 400 experience. That means if Ralts just would have done it, it would have been 800. Problem is, Ralts only knows, Kirlia, but Watashi only knows one offensive move, directly offensive, or damage dealing period. Oh yeah, that's right, it hadn't gotten to Kirlia yet. Crap, I just spoiled it. Oh well. The Kirlia, Ralts, or Watashi, whatever, only knows Confusion, which, considering Lugia is Dark Lugia is a pure dark type, or dark and flying one. No, it's not flying because I can hit it with ground type moves. But anyways, it is a move that, since psychic types don't affect dark types, would not have pulled off. And if he would have hit me with the dark beam, then he would have one-shotted me. Now, around this point, now not yet, but closing in on the point, I had forgotten that I never went back and talked to that guy that worked for the company at Rustboro, or whatever it's called in this game. Rather, I teleported or something like that, so we never met up again. Therefore, Briny is not going to be in his little cottage, or whatever you want to call it. So, let's see, 36 minutes in. Yay, I'm doing good. I thought I was just gonna, like, be boring and insert some music clips in, but whatever. Anyways, by the way, if you're going to comment on any of this speech, make sure to put a time mark of what point I said it, what you're commenting on, if you're commenting on something I said. Because it's gonna be really, really strange if we have this hour-long video and you're like, oh, you said this and that makes you gay. What point did I say that? I'm not gonna watch over an hour thing for the sake of justifying something I said to an internet troll, or vice versa. If it's something good, like, oh, hey, look, your Ralts' Confusion, or Watashi's Confusion, hit for like 50 hit points without a critical here. Look at it. Oh yeah, I didn't need a crit, and I did hit hard. Thank you for letting me notice that. I guess I should kind of go check if I was using a Game Shark now. And at this point, I'd forgotten. That's the point. Like, I realized that I had to go back upstairs. Back when I went into Briny's cottage, that's when I realized, oh yeah, I have to go upstairs in that corporation. Then, back when I saw that, oh, we got robbed, that's when I realized, oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm supposed to be going and visiting that old guy. It's like, this guy's, instead of Steven in this game, Steven Stone, or Steven Steele, whatever the heck his name is, the old Ruby and Sapphire champion, and being his son, I don't know if it's his son. Oh no, Ash is the champion. Ash Ketchum is the champion. Except it's not really Ash Ketchum, because Ash Ketchum can be a giant faggot almost all the time. And this guy is actually decently cool. And on top of that, I don't know what Ash Ketchum would be doing with the TM for Steel Wing, considering Pikachu can't really learn Steel Wing there. I'm done freaking bagging on the anime. Okay, well, now that I'm done bagging on the anime, let's get back to pretty much actually being a commentator. So, confusion, just kept using confusion. Look back to the Pokeroids before. I think that some of these freaking things are on them that I had that like 5 levels over that Finneon. Like, see here, 5 levels over it, and it's only doing that much. And it's a psychic move on a psychic type too, so it gets the stab, STAB, whatever, same type of attack bonus multiplier of 1.5. I'm a nerd. I will be saying that and reminding you guys about 200 more times before this is over. And 90% of those reminders is going to be just from me saying things. I don't even have to say I'm a nerd for you guys to pick up. Anyways, this guy must be blind or something, because I had to literally walk up and talk to him to have a battle. And normally that's the guy that catches me too when I don't want to have a battle, which really was strange to me. Watashi fainted. Mike comes out, hits him Primpup with a mud shot, and he says he craves more power. That doesn't make much sense to me. I crave more power, and I'm walking around with level 15 Prinplup. Anyways, notice how this is based off of a 3rd generation game, and he has a Prinplup. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. This game, and I think there have been what's his face, the Electric Gym Leader had Shanks's evolved Luxio. So you guys kind of picked that up, and the Luminion's back there. You know what the funniest thing is? I think this guy said, something like I could pull off a victory too, you never know. Something like that at the beginning, right? Yeah, I'm kind of agreeing with that. You never know, but it's a little bit of an exception when you have 6 Magikarp. I mean, you can't even hit me. How are you going to hurt me? Actually, I think at level 15, Magikarp learns Tackle. I think one of these Magikarps, at some point, I don't think it uses it, but I think it's used on me before, Flail. So this fisherman must have a Game Shark or a Action Replay or something, because you don't learn Flail till level 30. I find it funny how I've actually memorized Magikarp's moveset, pretty much because it only gets 3, and 2 of which are near its evolution or past its evolution to Gyarados. Reminder number 26, I'm a nerd. You guys can go ahead and count how many more times I said this video. I think that's 3 or 4. I'm pretty sure 3, but nonetheless, teleport back to the Pokemon Center because I need healing. There's a little Starly. Could capture it, but my whole goal would be to get level 20 because, oh yeah, this is the part where I get Kirlia. Congrats, Watashi, you are Kirlia. Stretch the sound out now. Well, I always find it weird how Kirlia kind of looks like a freaking stripper, and there can be guy Kirlias and they still look like a girl. It's like, it's just wrong in so many ways. Well, sure, we can be politically correct, Game Freak. We can be politically correct by saying they didn't die, they fainted, and they're being revived, not brought back from the freaking dead. But when it comes down to it, nah, there's no problem with that. There is no problem whatsoever with that. Anyways. So, yay, there you go. By the way, never give Chimchar or any of those 3 any of the 3 you could have gotten. Basically, if you say no to liking grass, he goes on to fire. If you say no to fire, he goes to water. If you say no to water, he goes, oh, we gotta like one of them, and basically loops around again until you choose one. According to what element you choose, you get a 4th generation starter Pokemon. They are level 10. The funny thing is, though, that with guys that like Chimchar that evolve at 14, and I think Chimchar is the only one, but nonetheless, from my experience, and you guys actually get to see this in a couple minutes in this video, Chimchar, when he evolves into Monferno at level 14, randomly gets upgraded to level 16 or 17. It's like, not 16 or 17, yeah, it's 16 or 17. I'm sorry, yeah, I take back my take back. Anyway, this is a random chick named, what was it, Corona. And, oh, Corona Light. Mike, and, yeah, okay, that's kind of annoying. Okay, come on. You freaking pseudo-hazer. Oh my good, what the? I was about to say one more time, and I will slap you. Man, I'll lay down the law with Chimchar's pimp hand. Or pimp claw, or whatever the heck chimps have. what was the freaking video on YouTube? I didn't actually see it because I puke at the sight of blood, but apparently there was this video that contained graphic content, and just the thumbnail wasn't too pretty. The person got attacked by a chimp, and chimps apparently can mess you up like a mother. Supposed to be working on language, darn it. Anyways, Eevee pretty much mudslap Eevee just so it didn't miss the tackle, because I knew that's what it was gonna do. Good prediction, huh? Anyways, Corona, there's Blitz. You think to yourself, should I tell Blitz what's going on? No, we should completely ignore the fact that Blitz tried to destroy the world in some alternate universe that we were warped to by Celebi. That's completely unimportant to tell him. Nah, just go ahead and let him pass it up. It's not like world destruction caused by him is of any importance to him. Heck, he'd probably just go, "Good day, Sawyer," and walk on by. By the way, I realized that was a really bad pun that was based on the fact that he's really formal. Reminder number 4, I am a nerd. And I was hoping that I could one-shot the freaking Cherubi or whatever there with Chimchar, but it fainted. So, this is the next city. This is the 3rd gym leader that we've gotten to in this walkthrough. That's Lynette, or whatever her name is. She's the one that invented the PC in the Hoenn region. Unfortunately for her, she must have forgotten that we're not in the Hoenn. Unfortunately for me, I have indeed forgotten what this region is called. I know it's 4 islands separated by water because they're islands. I also at this point realized that this was a steel gem, and both Chimchar and Mike, brain fart, and Mike had, I forced myself to hold my breath till I remember, because I was not going to call it Marshtomp. Dang it! Anyways, Mike and Chimchar both have an advantage. And just to go ahead and clear things up, Chimchar's nickname is going to be... I'm just going to go ahead and pick out a nickname ahead of time so we can start calling it that. Just to let you guys know, if I say that, that's this nickname. That's who I'm referring to. What's a good nickname? Good nickname? Good nickname? Lead Haxor. It's going to be Lead Haxor, okay? Well, congrats, level 14. The reason I switched out is because with it going to level 14, I didn't want it to miss out on any of the moves it could possibly get when it evolves. Nonetheless, after this battle, it being level 14, it will evolve, and you guys will get to see the glitch. I believe I did. Yeah, I know I did for a fact. I showcased it. And yes, I do realize that Psychic is bad against Steel. I did that so that at least freaking Watashi could get something out of all this gem. So, there you go. Chimchar's evolving. Now notice how it was level 14 just a minute ago. I just randomly got 3 levels, and that is a normal basis thing. That always happens. So yes, you too can take advantage of it. Anyways, we're going to go... I saved my states again, and we're going to face the 3rd gym leader. But because it's April Fool's Day, you guys don't actually get to see the battle with Alistair until the next one. Yep, pretty much. That's how it goes. Nah, I'm just kidding. Battle on. So, Monferno, pretty much my goal for this one was to get Monferno to 20 to catch up with the other 2, Mike and Watashi. And we'll start referring to Monferno as Lead Haxor, even though it is not yet nicknamed Lead Haxor, it will be nicknamed Lead Haxor. Now, I'd forgotten that I wanted to have the experience shared with Lead Haxor from the battle with the other guy. What was it? Freaking Magnezone, and so I wanted to switch back in. Now this was a major fail because I was trying to use all those super potions simply to preserve the good experience. Yes, it is very important to me that my levels are balanced, because I used to play where I would basically take one Pokemon, rape the whole game with it until I got to the Elite form, then I would get absolutely destroyed. I'm not like that anymore, and I never want to go back to that. Went ahead and restarted. Now I think this is the one where I actually go through with doing something smart. At this point, I hit him with December, he hit me with the confusion, he does the freaking super potion, and knowing that it's not going to happen, I'm realistic and I switch into Mike. Mike Mudshots him, which of course, him being a steel type, is super effective. Hoping that he would try takedown on me, I did a super potion, he followed suit. The fact that I think he got a crit there, I don't know, I wasn't paying enough attention, but he pretty much killed himself there. Anyways, Kirlia, Bratashi, and Morgan were pretty much just lifelines. Let them die or faint, excuse me, political correctness. I don't even know if that's related to political correctness. Anyways, regardless, there you go. I knew it was going to go for the Thunderbolt. I knew the T-Bolt would not work against Mike. Mike came in, Mudshotted him twice. Lead Haxor got a level. I think Mike did too. The whole gym's lit up. I got 2,300 Poke Zen or whatever. Poke Yen, whatever it is. And a gym badge. This is the third gym badge of the series and the final gym badge of this episode. So, that being said, it's time to head to the last 10 minutes. Okay, that was kind of gay. Anyways, I pretty much sold off my whatever I had. I don't know. Did I sell anything off? I remember last time when I bought Pokeballs, I bought 10 just so I could get a Premier Ball. Just because those are cool looking. I like the white design. Now, I thought this was the herb shop, but it was not, so I just moved on. Anyways, Riolu's the first time we've seen that in the wild. Went ahead and embered it, and at that point I remembered, oh yeah, it's not till it evolves till Lucario does it get the steel type added, so it's just fighting type. So at this point I tried to scratch it because I knew for a fact I got nowhere. Tried to use Ember. It is a dragon and ground type. And apparently this guy's got full restores, and he needs to share some of that stuff. Now this Drifloon, I don't know what it was, but it could take a dang good hit, I think. Oh yeah, that's right, it was that freaking minimize, attack missed. It almost took me out using Gust because I couldn't hit it. Look at this. 3 in a row, 4 in a row, 5 in a row, 6 in a row, 7 in a row, 8 in a row, or no, not 8 in a row, stopped at 7, but if that was a competitive battle on my record, I would have gone crazy. Freaking double team, minimize, spamming little... Anyways, so Mike came out, took care of Lupani, a Mudshot crit, and got a level off of it. And there you go, I got some money. Shinx appears. First spotting of Shinx, I'm pretty sure, this episode, aside from its evolved form of Luxio, which we saw in the Electric Gym Leader, which was the second just having beaten the third, you guys probably don't even remember that guy, nor really care about that guy. That is respectable, as I don't either. This is Shinx again. Now, here we go. I went to get Flash and Sing. I was going to remove Double Team because Flash in battle actually takes down accuracy, pretty much the same effect as Double Team. But as soon as you kill the Pokemon, its effect is done. There's no reason for me to use that move known as Growl on Watashi. Watashi is a sweeper. If anything, it will be using Double Team. That's about the only move like that it's going to need. Therefore, Watashi forgets Growl, learns Double Team. We go into this forest to learn that Royal Darkness is back. They have inhabited this island, and it's time to take care of them. Monferno versus Poochyena, and aside, I think Monferno learns Mach Punch pretty soon. I don't know. I know at this point it learns Flame Wheel, which is 20 more actual base power, which actually did pretty decent for a not very effective move. But the STAB multiplies it again. I love that STAB. People underrate it highly. Anyways, think about that. That basically means the Monferno using Flame Wheel, right? It being a fire type. That basically means its base power is equal to the move Psychic. The move, it's 5 under the move Surf. It's the same as Ice Beam. It's, you get what I'm saying. It's a really underrated concept, in my opinion. People should pay a lot more attention to that, because I see guys going to competitive battles all the time that have a Pokemon like, I mean, they'll take a, what is it? They'll take a Hitmonchan and give it Ice Punch, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, and Counter. And Counter's a fighting type move, but we all know that it didn't do direct damage, and therefore that has no use to it. Now Shelly's Carvanha here. I decided to use Flame Wheel, knowing that it was a stupid idea. Why? Because I felt like it. It used Bite on me. I could handle it. This I could not handle. This Drifblim takes hits like nothing I have ever freaking seen out of a boss. And look at that. I know that Watashi is not the best at taking hits, but that Gust did a lot more than it should have. Then I bring out Mike, who's got phenomenal defense and special defense. What I don't understand is why I put Gust on a Drifblim, seeing as, oh, never mind, Ghost is a physical type. Oh, but I'm sorry, that was aside from the point. The point is that Drifblim has high special attack and low physical attack, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know. Why give it a physical move like that? Anyways, finish off Mightyena. Mightyena is a beast, and we will all remember him. Absol is one of my favorites. It has for a long time been one of my favorites, and I dislike having to take it out. It's not like Skitty where, oh my god, it's too cute, I cannot take it out. I will take it out, but it is still a freaking beast. Anyways, Palkia basically shows up. They try to capture it. It anal rapes them and throws me through time vortex into this forest, where this cop apparently thinks I tried to destroy the world with Shadowlugia. ... Why am I in jail? Why am I in jail? Hey, look who it is, Blitz. I wonder if he has anything to do with this. We've already seen like 3 different versions of him. Seriously, this is the 3rd version in this strange little world, in Celebi's world, and in the real world. Okay, so we're in Blue Path Cave. Basically, Shadowlugia, and why can a Shadowlugia purr? So basically, they saw a Lugia and a Shadowlugia battling, fainted, and they nursed it back. The two had a baby. I missed the part where that connection was made, how they went from battling to sex. But anyways, Baby Lugia is basically a mini Lugia. Same moves, different stats, and it does not get Aeroblast until it evolves. Now, the way to evolve Baby Lugia is via Friendship Evolution. My least favorite way to evolve a Pokemon. Now, there's Palkia, randomly disappears, and there's a Pokemon Center in the middle of nowhere. Leads us right back to the old Pokemon Center. Now, this whole trek with Team Royal Darkness, or whatever they want to call themselves, freaking black jumpsuits looking like they're janitors or something. We can finally trek into that cave and get to Ash Ketchum. I bet you guys forgot about Ash Ketchum. I know for a fact you forgot about that because I was like 20 minutes ago and I forgot about it. Regardless, it's 6:10 a.m. The sun is coming up. And you know what? This is... wow, I actually have 2 minutes left in the video. I sat here and talked to a screen and a microphone for an hour. I truly have no life. Anyways, Baby Lugia pretty much took the cake on that one. And here you go. Here's a little Combee thinking it's all hard. Okay, go ahead and confuse it real quick. And okay, well, here you go. Little cave. Get the repel, and now I use that flash that I put on Inferno Watashi, not Lead Hack for Watashi, and Morgan had something. There you go. So it was a super potion, not as good as the normal rewards, but safe to say I'll take it for free. Anyways, it had Astonish. That's super effective. If it faints, it loses too many friendship points to afford. I therefore will heal it and give it an Oran Berry, because once again, those berries you don't even have to think about as soon as they are equipped. Normally you end up forgetting when they save your butt. You're like, oh yeah, I completely forgotten about that. I thought I was about to die. You end up happy. There's freaking pedophile Geodude, and there's a water gun, which is 4 times effective. That is why I can't stand those rock ground type combinations. 2 of the most common types, water and grass, are both super effective times 2. 4 times effect. Thank God for Zubat's poison type. Pretty much everything in this cave I have an advantage move for just on Baby Lugia. His moves are Confusion, Water Gun, and Calm Mind, so that's saying a lot. I'm a nerd. Okay, well, we are drawing towards the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Now, I think I actually may go get some sleep because it is 7 in the morning, almost. It's 50 minutes away from it, and I'm gonna find out how long this video is gonna take to upload. Probably a dang long time. Anyway, though, guys, thanks for watching. Shouts to Ricky and Lincoln.